just weeks before one of the biggest rematches of the year, where Alex Pereira takes on Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320 to try and reclaim his belt. The light heavyweight division has another massive matchup that could decide the future of 205. Carlos Ulberg is set to clash with Dominic Reyes in a fight that has serious title implications. Ulberg has been on fire as one of the hottest rising prospects in the division, with his clean striking and sharp fight IQ making him look like a future contender. A win here could catapult him straight into a title shot, but he's not walking into an easy fight. He's facing Dominic Reyes, a man who once pushed John Jones to the brink and looked like he'd be the one to dethrone him. Reyes went through the toughest stretch of his career with a brutal losing skid, but now he's bounced back with 3 straight wins and is hungrier than ever for another title run. Big John McCarthy and Josh Thomson weighed in on this fight, and interestingly, both are leaning toward Reyes. They believe his wrestling ability and his momentum could be enough to stop Ulberg's rise in its tracks. Let's dive in.
I think it's a great matchup. I think, both guys are in that position where, this is the kind of fight you're looking for, especially in the light heavyweights, because there's not a whole lot of them that you go, light heavyweight division is so stacked. It's not. And so this can be one of those ones that puts one guy over the top to get that title shot.
I think this is a good matchup for him. I would have liked to have seen maybe the Yuri fight or seen the Alex fight, only because I know they want to get him closer to the title. I know he's not young anymore, but he's still young enough to keep him around to try to push him. I think in this fight with Ulberg, as long as he fights smart, because Reyes can wrestle.
Oh yeah,
he's got some wrestling ability. He's got good top position. Like he's got the for me, I feel like he's that body style of a Ricky Fukuda, like shorter legs, longer
super
upper
long
torso,
body. Yep,
punch you by standing over you, like, and still do damage. So he's got that working for him. I don't want to take anything away from him, but he has a tendency sometimes to not fight smart.
Khamzat Chimaev's former opponent Gilbert Burns just dropped an interesting story on a recent podcast with Renato Moicano. Burns revealed that he actually ran into Chimaev's jiu-jitsu coach and decided to pick his brain a little. According to Gilbert, Chimaev's coach revealed who he believes would be the toughest matchup and the most deserving contender for Khamzat at middleweight. And it's not Nasruddin Imavov. Before we reveal the answer, let's break down how Gilbert sees Imavov's chances against Khamzat. Gilbert and Moicano said flat out they don't think Imavov stands a chance against the newly crowned champ. Now that might sound like an exaggeration because the Frenchman is a solid fighter, but when you really break it down, there's a big gap between the two. Just look back at Imavov's performance against Sean Strickland. Sean's primarily a striker, but even he managed to take him down, and when you start applying that MMA math, things get rough for Nasruddin. MMA math doesn't always tell the whole story, but in this case, it highlights the obvious. To even have a chance against Chimaev, you need elite level grappling, and that's just not Imavov's main strength.
No, that's what we were talking yesterday. I asked him who you think is going to be the hardest fight for Chimaev. You know what he said? He said RDR. That was the guy that I studied. He said he studied everyone already. He looked so many videos. He had the videos from everybody. He said, I can't, it's because we're doing it from the computer, otherwise I'll show on my computer. He has everyone videos, all the fighters. And then he said, he saw Fluffy. He thought it was going to be Fluffy, but say, whenever he dig down a lot on Fluffy, he said Fluffy takedown defense is not the best. Okay, Fluffy doesn't get tired, but then he doesn't get up to you. He does a lot of jiu-jitsu.
Chimaev could finish him.
And, no, but if you watch the Brendan Allen versus Fluffy, you're gonna see a lot of back and forth. One guy on top and takedowns and these
reversals.
So these with Chimaev is a nightmare.
Imavov versus Chimaev.
Oh, easy win for Chimaev.
Easy, man.
Easy.
In a recent appearance with MMA Junkie, Alex Pereira opened up on some major topics ahead of his next fight, and it's clear he's fully locked in. After a bit of a pause following his loss of the belt to Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313, everyone was watching to see how Pereira would respond, and the word from his camp is that he's taking this rematch more seriously than ever. Over the past few weeks, he's been posting videos showing him drilling wrestling defense, working on takedown prevention, and putting in some serious rounds on the mats and in the gym, making sure he's ready for everything Ankalaev can throw at him. The trash talk hasn't stopped either. Ankalaev has been saying Pereira is done at light heavyweight, claiming he's past his prime in the division, while Pereira fires right back, saying no one really cares about Ankalaev as champ and that he's focused on reclaiming what's his. On top of that, Alex addressed the potential of moving up to heavyweight in the future, teasing what his next chapter could look like after settling the score in the rematch. He made it clear that this isn't just about one fight, it's about re-establishing himself as a dominant force in the division, proving that he's still a top-tier fighter and keeping fans guessing about what's next. With the stakes this high, the drama with Ankalaev and Pereira putting in elite-level preparation, this rematch is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing rematches of 2025. Quote, "I needed this rest to recover my body. They'll see that it was the best decision. It wasn't complicated. As soon as I finished that fight, I knew I'd have the immediate rematch. I just needed to let my body heal. 4 fights in less than a year had left me very injured. He uses my name to get attention because nobody really knows he's a champion. I don't reply, retweet, or do anything. I won't give him that platform. I fight as if nothing happened, like it's the first time. I fight for myself first to show I'm better than him. I think the story will be over. It's out of my control, up to the UFC. I'm focused on this division first. The heavyweight idea might come later. It was a fun idea at the time, and Jones even said it was possible. But now it's a bit difficult. It is what it is." End quote. Just as the lightweight division heats up, Khabib Nurmagomedov threw down a bold take, saying his cousin Usman Nurmagomedov is better than Ilia Topuria. Usman has been building his reputation for years, first dominating in Bellator and now showing his skills in the PFL cage. And Khabib didn't hold back when asked to compare him to the fighter currently holding the lightweight throne. According to him, while fans can debate all they want, his opinion is that his cousin is the more well-rounded fighter and simply the better athlete. Usman isn't shying away from the talk either. He recently doubled down, claiming his resume stacks up stronger than Topuria's. Previewing his rematch with Paul Hughes at the upcoming PFL event in October, he made it clear he wants to let his performance do the talking, but is confident in his career accomplishments. He also added a note of caution, saying he doesn't want to label himself the best just yet because Islam Makhachev is still active, but once the time arrives, he's ready to let the debate settle in the cage with Topuria or whoever holds the 155-pound belt in the UFC. Let's dive into Khabib's comments. Quote, "They have to fight to find out who is the best, you know? People can talk, they can say whatever they want, but in my opinion, like, who's the more well-rounded fighter? I think Usman is better." What do you think, MMA fans? Will we ever see Ilia take on one of the members of Team Khabib? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.